Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. I am just going to be doing some one question free readings. I hope everyone is doing well. How is everyone doing? Hi, Great Courts. How are you? Hello, Hope. Liz. I'm going to just start my camera down just a tiny bit. And we are going to do a general reading and then we will move into questions. I hope everyone is doing well. Liz, where are you from? Yes, I'm doing very well. Had a nice day with my husband today. Pakistan. So the first question is, or the first card out is let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And this is just a general reading for anyone that watches the video. My guide feels called to give a message at the beginning, then we do questions. The next message is retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world, which I feel is definitely, I've been doing that a little bit more. So we are going to pull from this deck, which is the, I believe, Tattoo Tarot. Apparently Celia wants to use it right now. So Celia's my guide. We are just going to do a little message. Then we will just talk to people that are in the chat. And as Celia guides me, we're going to call you and have you drop your question in. So she just wants to try things a different way. She wants her to be a little more conversation. Sometimes she has a question or just wants a little conversation, she says. We get the High Priestess. I feel like she wants, she wants to be heard, as we all do. And she wants to make sure there is, equal exchange of energy. So she just would like to, have you in the chat as we pull your card. So this is just a general reading. The card was let go of control issues. Then we have the High Priestess, the Three of Pentacles, which can be, about a third party or working together. And, the High Priestess a lot of times is very quiet, but she's gaining a lot of knowledge. I hear she's listening, but not always speaking. So maybe a secret's come out, maybe from the past. With the Three of Pentacles, I'm hearing like family karma contract because like there's, these three people are talking. And then like I feel like maybe as those people are talking, something is overheard from, not realizing that somebody is quite right there. I feel like maybe you're going to get some clarity shed on a situation from the past that you were unclear about. Something that caused some heartache because we get the, Four of Cups. And, in the Four of Cups, this person is, focusing on, the sadness here instead of, what's really being beautifully offered there. And the next card is, the Eight of Cups, which I feel like is, working towards your spiritual mission, your, the path you're guided on, towards your North Node and, healing your Chiron. So I feel like it's asking you to change your focus, because we have a progression here, the 2, the 3, the 4. We also have the Two of Cups on the bottom. So I feel like that's what it's trying to get us to work towards, that love. So I feel like as we heal things and let go of control, and just work on your spiritual path, these people are, working together. So I feel like it's asking you to look at what is valuable to you as well, on your path. Sometimes we have to remove things that, we don't understand, why is this person not coming back? And as, sometimes when you're focusing really solely on that, then that just, causes this heartache and stops that progression forward, because that gift is trying to be offered right there, with that cup. And in the 5 of cups, it's that person still longing for that 3 of cups, but then in the next card there is that 2 of cups, that the opportunities to pick up. So I feel like it's asking you, are you ready to step forward into the next step? Sometimes we're afraid to take that next step on our spiritual journey. I'm a Taurus, and I'm kind of stubborn, and when my spiritual path came knocking, I really resisted it. I thought I knew what was going to get me to this, to the end energy. And I learned I had a lot of healing to do, to say the least. So I feel like it's a time of really listening. And I feel like you may overhear something that may cause a little sadness, that may, push you forward on your path for something you didn't know. So I'm hearing possibly like you're hearing that somebody that you were involved with has begun a new relationship. Yeah, has moved that wheel in a different direction, which does cause that 5 of cups. Um, but with that, it's going to move you towards the 10 of cups with doing that healing energy, because then we have the death card. So make sure you're not resisting, seeing the truth that's right there, that may be being offered. Sometimes we keep ourselves in this, 9 of wands, 8 of swords energy, and it kind of blocks everything. I don't normally read reversals, but that death card is really strong, that, you're maybe trying to block this, that, you're getting the signs from the universe that, this path is closed right now. And as long as you keep knocking at that door and feeling that energy of that person, isn't here, it really blocks that movement forward towards that 10 of cups that, is right there to be taken. It's really about the changing the focus of the energy from this, this energy to, focusing on what it would be like if that person was in your life. Do you have room in your life for that person? But I feel like there's a couple of different messages here. I definitely feel like something may be getting overheard that's going to push you forward on your spiritual path. So just be open to whatever messages you hear. Also, Celia's guiding me to say, sometimes if we hear things, it's better, as the high priestess, just to listen and not say nothing. And so I feel like something may be getting overheard. So that message is for someone. I am not sure who, but yeah, I feel like there were a couple of different messages there. So she said, just take what resonates and leave the rest. That sometimes there's, it could be one sentence or the entire reading. Just take, what's resonating. Hi, KH. I will tell you there is no list. The message pinned to the top says my guide will just call you. She looks at the participant list and goes off of that participant list, and calls whoever we're guided to read. And that's how we're doing it. She wants to make sure whoever we're calling is, actively going to be in the chat and be able to have a conversation, because she wants to have a conversation right now. So, she's kind of the driving force with all this. So she's setting a boundary. So we're just going to, appreciate her boundary. When I do it that way and we're making sure it's kind of a more even energy exchange, my energy doesn't get as zapped. So it's, so please, I'm going to ask everybody not to spam the chat. Please just, say hi, say where you're from. We're going to keep an eye on the chat, but normally when I go to call somebody, we're just going to look at the participant list and go from there. Hi, Queen of Humility. How are you doing today? Hi, Amanda Nicole. So KH, that's just kind of how we're doing things. We're kind of a, work in progress. We're evolving. Initially, she was just having me just read, I feel like to get me comfortable and, doing it right in front of the camera. But now she's wanting, more of an even energy exchange. So I'm not getting quite so zapped on my energy. So I am glad it resonated, Liz. That stuff's always, like I said, sometimes it's one line or the entire, reading. Hi, Priyanka. How are you doing today? Or I think it might be night where you are. Hi, Elin. I hope everyone is doing so well. I am just going to pop down the participant list and we're just going to call somebody and then we're going to read and then we'll move on from there. Great Quartz. She wants to talk to you first. And then Priyanka, do you have time to moderate a little bit? And if so, we'll get you next. Oh, it could have been, Celia just talks to those she's guided to. And, Great Quartz, she's like, I think she may have another little part for you. So do you have a question or just a message? Oh, yeah, Celia's great. We've been working together. So it is my goal with her to, when I'm in alignment, like she's right there for me. So if I'm not in alignment, it's not as happy of a place. So, thank you, Priyanka, for your help. I appreciate 1:46 a.m. You're up this late. It's so late. I need more sleep than that. So Great Quartz, did you have a specific question? I want to study abroad Chinese. Oh, yeah, you're supposed to do that. Yeah. Okay. Yes, you're definitely guided on that path, Celia's saying. Yes. I hear a very resounding yes. So she wanted me to get this, the Cosmic Journey Oracle for you, Great Quartz, and we're going to go from there. The universe wants to co-conspire with you. And then there are no wrong turns. And then you contain the entire universe encoded within you. So we're going to start with this one. And I'm going to just tell you about what Dave and I did today because Dave thinks I should be a life coach. So I'm on the fence about it, but we're working on it. But I pulled out my old book from when I was working, in the beginning of my journey. And I wrote down, some things I wanted to work on. And the main thing that I was guided to by the person I talked to was the why. Why do you want that? Sometimes things are really super easy if you know why. So I feel like the universe is asking you to, tell it what you want because, it's really wanting to give it to you and there's no wrong turn. So really whatever you pursue, you're really gonna, excel in. And you have the entire universe encoded within you. And the bottom of the deck is a light grows brighter only by lighting another. Which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to share my message, on make sure, the Chiron thing was really strong for me. So I'm really, pushed to, try to help and teach and learn all that. So, I am going to be doing a private class. I think I'm going to do like 10 people. So you told me. So, if you are interested in doing my Chiron class, it's probably going to be in like a couple weeks. Just, you can send an email to the Empress and the Sun Tarot at Gmail. And that's listed in the description box, as well as the Facebook group. We did do a message on there this morning for the Facebook group, Dave and I, and we're going to try to do that every Sunday, our time. And Great Quartz, we get the Ace of Cups. And so you told me I got my cards upside down. So I feel like whatever your heart desires, and don't be afraid because it's going to work out super good for you. Yes. Yes, me and Dave were just talking about it. Thinking about that why is really important. Like I got my book out and showed Dave. He had never saw, the pages in my journal, and I just read him a little bit. But like super important on your manifestations, on thinking about what you want. But I feel like yeah, you're a super good healer. Definitely go for it. So he's being like a little cheerleader in my head right now. So I'm going to do a class on Chiron, which is your wounded healer. Some just the things I've learned, and try to help. It might be like a 2 or 3 class thing to do. Maybe we talk about what everyone's Chiron is, and what house it's in and what sign it's in, and some other things, and just try to every day. I took a class 2 years ago, and I've learned so much more every day. So I am definitely getting. So you just want me to do like with 10 people for free, and just work on expanding it. But I would love to have you in the class. Great Quartz. So send an email. And I forgot to turn my do not disturb on, so let me do that. Or my daughter will be texting because she's batting about 1,000 on that the last couple of days. I am going to next call. But yes, definitely think about the Chinese medicine. Um, yeah, like I said, it'll be a couple weeks because she wants me to put some stuff together, and she definitely gave me that message really strong. So me and Dave were talking about it. So we are now going to move on to Liz. Do you have a specific question, or would you just like a general read? And for anyone that's watching that's not subscribed, if you subscribe, you can ask a question or be in the chat so we can call your name. But we are just doing this subscription. That way it kind of cuts down on potential spam stuff and just chaos. Okay, Liz, we will get you a card. She's really calling me to these cosmic journey ones, so I guess we're using them today. Please don't spam the chat. If you do, Priyanka will put you in timeout. My guide likes, everybody to be treated with respect in here. She would, treat others how you would like to be treated. And Liz, for you, we get the activated ally, which is a really good card. I was in my book where I was showing Dave, I told him it is one of my things about sharing my light is to help activate others. So, yeah, Celia's my girl. And then how can this be a win-win-win situation? So I feel like you are definitely on the right path. Liz, look where your Chiron is. It's what I've healed, and I feel like I'm guided to share with others. It's the key symbol on your birth chart. It's that wound we're here to heal. As you heal that, it kind of brings you all the things you need. I'll just say my Chiron is about my having communication and speaking my truth and being my authentic self, and that's me kind of doing this. So here we are. Otherwise, I'm shy and quiet and don't really have a lot to say. I'm kind of protective with my energy, but so we're getting cards for Liz. Hi, Info Entertainment. How are you doing? Liz, the card we get for you is the High Priestess, which is, I feel like you're probably getting a lot of activations. I know lately, the last week, mine have been like off the chart. Dave's dad passed, and it's kind of like the movie Ghost for me right now because I can hear his dad. His dad told me today he's going to go to the beach, though, so hopefully he'll go for a little bit because that's kind of enough for me for the moment on that. The next card. So you may be opening up some of your psychic gifts, Liz. With me wanting to tell you about what's going on with that. So maybe some stuff opening up. Maybe you're getting messages at night. You get the Ten of Swords, which is walking away, and then Seven of Swords. So if there's any situation that's not the best for you, walk away from it because the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. And I feel like by walking away from anyone that's giving you this kind of behavior, not tricky behavior, not being honest, wearing a mask. I feel like that walking away, it will move things forward because, can make it a win-win-win. And being the Queen of Cups, know your power, know your worth. Yeah, don't let anybody manipulate you. Cut that stuff off, I hear Queen of Swords, off with the head. Dave loves my reference of that, so. You are very welcome, Liz. Check where your Chiron is. So. We are going to go to the list. And we are just calling people that are in the chat. So if you're not subscribed, if you do subscribe, you can get on the list and we just call whoever we are guided to at that time. So we are going to call now Kazabel. Do you have a question or you want in general? So you would like to talk to you. General. Awesome. Gotcha. Yeah, she's just kind of being picky on making sure people are staying around. And the Prosperity card, which is beautiful. And then the Archangel Zadkiel card, which is self-acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness. So those are beautiful energies, follow the yellow brick road. Everything's inside, make sure you're loving on yourself. Yeah. So you're saying that self-love. And, that's what I feel with her. She's like in that, hands on her heart. So you can always call in Archangel Zadkiel for help with grounding. If you're having a difficulty, with your abundance, call in help. I feel like that archangel is definitely trying to speak to you very strongly. So we will just get a few tarot cards for the abundance and success. Well, the first card out is the Devil, and then we have the Devil. But in this Devil card, that door is open. He can free himself. So I think that there's something that's blocking you from moving forward towards this abundance. But I feel like as you work on that energy, we get the Knight of Cups, which is forward movement. Towards the emotions. If you're really blocking your emotions and you're not feeling your emotions and you're kind of blocked off, the more that you open your heart and feel that energy, the more you can clear yourself from that devil energy. And then focus on, in this Four of Cups card, he's looking up at the cup that's being offered because I feel like the universe is trying to bring in something really good for you. The bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles, which is, stability, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace or the Wheel and the Empress. Beautiful energy trying to come in. I feel like this is really being divinely guided, that you have the opportunity to free yourself from any kind of, codependent energy, any type of addiction, bad habits, overworking, not feeling your emotions. A lot of times we don't always, feel our emotions. And sometimes as you do that, you just store that energy and it just puts a wall up around your heart. So I feel like it's telling you to release anything that you're really holding on to. And I feel like the forgiveness is for yourself. And, it says forgiveness and self acceptance. So if you feel like in the past you made mistakes, you have to forgive yourself. Sometimes we don't even realize, the beliefs we have. So, I feel like she's telling you to, do a little inner reflection, and spend a little time forgiving yourself because there's something you can heal. And as soon as you heal that, you're going to really bring in that prosperity. So beautiful. Yes, absolutely. Literally, you can manifest anything you want. All you have to do is raise your vibration. Normally, we have a thought that is blocking it. Well, here's a funny story, just about a belief that just Dave made me lunch earlier, some ramen. And he likes his really spicy, and I'm like a middle of the road kind of girl on it. So apparently, he put half of the pack, half of one pack in his bowl, and then he made the rest of the ramen with one pack. Normally, I get a half a pack, and he takes a whole pack. But he thought because we were splitting the one bowl that we were okay to put the whole thing in, which we would have, but he didn't increase the liquid. So we had to work on that belief that just because we split it didn't mean I only got half of the hot, because my first bite was on fire. So sometimes we have just odd beliefs that we don't even think about. So I feel like there could be some little belief that's really blocking you about abundance. And as soon as you just do that, it's going to really click everything, into place. That Dorothy reference of the yellow brick road for sure. So I would like to ask everyone to please like the video. And anyone that's watching that's not subscribed, if you do subscribe, that puts you on the list. And my guide is just calling from the people that are in the active chat on the list of participants. So that list is growing. So that's looking great. Hi, Curly Girl. How are you doing today? Celia would like to call you next. Do you have a question or just general? Brent, Corinne, are you doing cards? I would like a card. I'm always up for a card. Dave always does cards for me. Oh, Curly Girl, you took it away before I got it all read. Okay. Happy early Halloween. Okay. Corinne, are you wanting a card? And Priyanka, did you want a card or a reading? Celia's always happy to help. Javon's serious and trying to work things out and getting back together. We will get a card for you, Curly Girl. Not a problem. We get the soulmate, and then we get the religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing or your spiritual path, and calling in your soulmate. I feel like those are pretty good cards, Curly Girl. So he wants me to pull a couple tarot for you. I'll just tell you, when I was dating Dave, I felt like he was holding back something for me. I'm like, Dave, I know you're hiding something. I can just feel it. And you want to know what he was hiding? He got me an engagement ring. I blew that all up. I was going to get a sweet romantic proposal, and instead in the kitchen he said, do you want to marry me? So just know, some things are better hidden for yourself, I guess. So, yeah. So that's what happened. So just know that sometimes But we were just so connected. I could just feel there was something going on. Yeah, but she's not even going to give me a tarot. This feels like definite soulmate stuff. I feel like this could be about your path. She really called me to tell you that story. So, and the Queen of Cups there on the bottom. I feel like that's the message for your curly girl. So, yeah. Priyanka, did you have a question or just general? Thank you for helping. We greatly appreciate it. We just call whoever Celia's guided to. But she wants to take care of Priyanka because she's helping. Hi, MD. How are you doing today? We always appreciate the help. We just call. Oh, let me see what Corinne said. Got 2 cards for you. Open your heart, spread unconditional love, and Archangel Uriel. Come into harmony and balance. Use your power for peace. Beautiful cards. Thank you, Corinne. Corinne, do you read? I didn't know you read cards. So how about that? Thank you very much. Dave says that is one of my superpowers that I unconditionally love. Yes, I try, and I try to, share my light and my love to spread my message. This is my Chiron, as I said. So, and my North Node, they're kind of combined. So, we had Macy, my granddaughter, the other day, but besides that, we're just kind of, yeah. Priyanka, I want to get a card for you, Celia says. She says I can't go anywhere till we take care of you. So, Corinne, I said earlier I'm going to do a Chiron class. I hope you join that. Yeah, Priyanka, you're next. So you said I can't do anything till I take care of you. So okay, you got it. Celia's really liking this Cosmic Journey deck today. So she's having us pull from it. She's feeling like the spiritual path is really knocking today. Out of mess comes elegant order. I will just say, Priyanka, Dave and I got this card earlier when I did our reading, and bloom where you're planted. So those are beautiful message. So even if it's chaotic right now, just know that it's time to really start shining your light too. Priyanka, what gifts do you have? Do you do any healing modalities? What kind of things? Look, everyone, there's Dave. Hi, Dave. Dave, did you see Corinne pulled some cards for me? And Priyanka, you get the 6 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like that's saying really make sure you're being grounded. You did get the bloom where you're planted card. So make sure you're putting your feet on the ground and balancing your energy. Like this morning, the message me and Dave got was really about being grounded. So make sure you're being grounded. You get the Hierophant, the Two of Swords, and then you have the High Priestess. So I feel like it's wanting you to balance. I hear spirituality with religion sometimes, and I feel like it's sometimes people feel like they have to make a choice. My daughter's fiance is very, I would say very religious to where I'm spiritual, but we are able to most of the time come together and have a conversation. So Priyanka, maybe you're gonna be this person. I feel like maybe in the middle that can bring both sides together to find balance. I feel like you're definitely being guided on your spiritual path. So you're saying that you're like this person that can really help bring some balance to the overall energy. So if you do any kind of healing modality or anything, I feel like it's going to help bring a balance. Um, Priyanka, do you do any kind of healing stuff? If not, that Two of Swords can, she in this one, I feel like she's standing there ready to speak her truth. But I feel like there's some balance needed because twos are also about balance between the spiritual and the religious. Sometimes that, religion is not so set again, so into the whole, ascension and some other things. So not sure. Yes, but she feels maybe like a mediator. I feel like in between the two. Yeah, I definitely feel like mediator. Maybe you need to come. Maybe step back and take a different look at it because maybe you're looking at it as I'm really getting my daughter's fiance. So, and he quotes the Bible and he definitely, hey Danny, really goes by that kind of and is very strict in it to where I'm definitely more on the spiritual side. And we just agree to disagree but come together. I feel like there's some merging of needed. Maybe you feel like they're too far apart. Priyanka, I feel like are you in the group? I would love to offer you an energy clearing session. You're at work. Oh, hope you're doing well, Danny. Yeah, Priyanka, if you are in, I feel like you might be in the group. If you're not in the group, join the group and we can go on and do an energy clearing. I do Reiki, so I will offer that to you. But Celia feels like you're going to definitely have like a forward path, like as some kind of mediary or something. Very strongly feel that. MD, how are you doing today? And we're going to call on. Hi, Monica. Can we get a card for you? And then we'll go to info entertainment. If you can drop your questions. Okay, Monica, I will get a question for you about your twin flame. Zodiac Pisces is angry with you. Or are you both Pisces? Oh, he's Pisces. Okay, Monica, you get the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. I feel like he may just be focused elsewhere. I feel like it's going to move forward. I feel like it's just going to take some time because we got this Nine of Wands here, which is, that wounded warrior. And, it's going to move forward because we got the Chariot on the bottom. But I feel like he's just going to have to make the choice. I feel, those are both choice cards. But the Six of Pentacles is about, something very balanced. So make sure you're being very balanced and grounded. But we do have forward movement with the Knight of Pentacles. He is the only knight that moves forward. I feel like if he is angry with you, maybe reach out and apologize. I would send one message and then I would put that energy down and focus it somewhere else. Because they're, Seven Cups here. So focus your energy a little bit elsewhere. And sometimes when we change our focus, it can really move things forward. Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like it will happen, Monica. I feel like there's, maybe just some healing that needs to be done. Probably on both sides. We get one more. Yeah, I feel like the universe is offering you this opportunity to maybe work on your heart chakra, work on opening your heart chakra, work on any kind of forgiveness that you need to do. And yeah, any kind of forgiveness that you still need to do. Dave, I know that person just keeps posting over and over that is not going to call Celia to ask or call on you. So we are going to go to info. What's coming towards me financially? Will my recent passion for moving countries work out for the family? We will get some guidance for you, info. So he's telling me to change decks. So we are just gonna do it. I feel like you're going to get that new opportunity because that Ace of Wands is about action and movement, or the Page of Wands is about movement forward. I feel like you have some healing that still needs to be done before that's going to go. But like, he's got those two cups in his hands. He's healing. But something about cleaning up whatever mess still needs to be cleaned up before that can happen. Because then we get the Strength card, we get the Hermit, so it's definitely on your path. And then the Six of Wands, which is, the Victory card. But I feel like it's saying you need to, whatever mess is still right there needs to be cleaned up before that forward movement can take place. So info, I would just write write down that story that you want to create for your future, and feel the feelings of it, of being there. Me and Dave were just talking about earlier. Think about the why. Why do you want to move? The more you think about the why, the easier something is, especially if you're wanting to manifest something for like a loved one. I had a car and it had some problems, and before, when it was still okay, Dave was trying to get me a different car and it just wasn't going easy. And then literally my car decided to blow the transmission again after it had been done a couple of times. And then literally when me and Dave went to get the car the next time, like it was the simplest process ever because Dave was doing it because he loved me. So it made the whole super process really super easy. So just know that when you're trying to manifest out of a place of love for someone else, when you're in that love, it really makes that energy go so quick. So and be easy. MD, do you want a question? And I would like to thank my moderators for helping. MD did so you want to take care of you. She likes to make sure we get the moderators taken care of, and then we're gonna go on from there. Hey Chantel, how are you? Celia's just calling out of the live chat. We're going to do a card for MD, and then we're going to move on. I think Amanda Nicole, you're going to be next after MD. Okay, we will get some cards about your vivid dreams. A lot of times that is another person trying to communicate with you. Is what Celia's saying. As long as it's going well, it may be an opportunity for you to try to step into lucid dreaming. I'm hearing. Yeah, I feel like somebody's trying to communicate with you because you get the Three of Cups and you get the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like somebody's trying to come into your dream space because, they're kind of, up in the air floating. I feel like somebody's intentionally trying to come into your dream space. MD, are you a twin flame? That energy might be trying to come towards you. If it's something you want to block, all you have to do is, ask your guides for, say, I wish, a lot of times I'll just call in Archangel Michael and say, please protect my dream space. Please don't let anyone enter my dream space. Or if you want a certain person not to enter, name that person, it kind of goes from there. You're welcome. I hope everyone is having a good night. I know I think Amanda, yeah, Amanda, did you post your question? No worries. I'm not seeing your question. Can you repost it for me, please? And then I think, so you tell me to look at the list. So we'll do Amanda and then Hope and then wow. So she says Amanda, then Hope. So if you could both post your questions, Amanda. Will my Gemini ex contact me and try to get back in a relationship with me? Okay, we will do that. And Amanda, thanks for being here throughout the video. We greatly appreciate it. Not a problem. No worries, girl. We get the very soon card. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you. Write that love letter to yourself. Write what you want. You can create that story. Focus on those times when you were the very happiest together and you could bring that to you. And then we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're being guided to take. And then the you deserve love card. And then we're going to get a couple of tarot. I would write that story of what you want to create. I'll just tell you, I have my book for Dave out. I was showing him my journal from when I started my journey a long time ago. And some of the things on my list I had forgot were even on my list, of some of the things I was trying to change back then in my life that have so changed, and are the way they're written in my book, and that was in 2017, and we're in 22, so yeah. So, but you can definitely write that story. That you want. Write that love letter to yourself and read it a couple of times a day. And she's telling me really focus on the happiest times. Be in that heart space. Because we get the judgment card. The more you're in that heart space, the more that other person can feel it. I'm married to my twin flame, Dave. Big wave sound therapy is Dave, my husband, my twin flame. And we manifested each other. But like when I'm feeling, when I'm love bombing Dave, energetically, he can feel it. And when I'm not happy with Dave energetically, he can feel it. So you can ask him, hey, Dave. So, oh, not a problem, Elin. Don't worry about it. Hope, current feelings of Daniel towards me. I'm an Aquarius. Hope, we get the card of religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing or your spiritual path. I feel it's the second part. That spiritual path is probably knocking for you. And then we get the passion card. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Hope, I think you should try the same thing that I was just telling. It's already gone from my whole brain. Amanda Nicole. Yeah, the same thing. You can really manifest your person really easily. So I feel like that is coming, and we get the engagement card. So you can really write the story that you want to bring into your life. Easily able to manifest it. But the more you focus on the love, the more you can, bring exactly what you want. But yeah, we get the Eight of Cups, which is that spiritual path card. So I feel like it's about your spiritual path. And as that Hope, as a twin flame myself, I know I had to really heal my Chiron, and that moved my stuff forward. I don't know how familiar you are with my channel, but this Chiron symbol is on your birth chart. And my guide Celia tells me it's really the key to like healing so much. That really, as I worked on this Chiron, I healed my twin flame relationship. So I'm really guided to tell you about that, So, okay. And then we get the King of Swords and the Hierophant with the Temperance card. So I feel like that is, forward movement, once the balance is there. I know I'm a twin flame, and I get a lot of people to my channel that are twin flames. So like attracts like. So yes, I feel like that is a very good possibility. I speak my own truth. How are you doing? I hope everyone is doing well. We're going to go back to the participant list, and so he's going to call somebody else. Elin, would you like a card? And then Eleanor, so you would like to see if you would like a message. So Oh, not a problem, Elin. Well, the guy contacted me. Is there still interest? Um, she's really been wanting to pull from this romance angel, so we're going to pull a card for you, Elin. You get the make the effort card, which is great. Love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And then we get the honeymoon card, which is enjoy the bliss, holiday time together. So I feel like there is some interest there. Elin, I feel like you just have to be patient. Holiday time is coming soon. So sometimes it just takes a little bit of time. So you're saying pull your energy back a little bit and see if there makes a change in his energy. Truly, when I'm like love bombing Dave with my energy, he can feel it. And when I pull my energy back from Dave, he can feel that too. So, yeah. So she's saying just try to pull your energy back a little bit and see if that doesn't make a change. Thank you so much, MD007. Have a great day. Thank you for helping moderate. We appreciate it. Hi, Sherry Lee. How are you doing this evening? Eleanor, we are going to get your question next. And that is, how do people view me? So, how do people view Eleanor? Eleanor, the cards we get are the Nine of Wands, which is kind of guarded. And then we get, the King of Swords. And, he's kind of too, kind of quiet. He's very guarded in that, he's definitely by himself, trying to, focus. And, I feel like he's getting a lot of messages. Then the cards we get are the Moon and the Three of Wands. So sometimes, the Moon, somebody's, really deep, really guarded. But the Three of Wands, I feel like they feel like you also have a lighter side. So I feel like, sometimes people feel like they can go, really deep with you, or just there be a little bit lighter side. But I feel like they definitely feel like you're a little bit more guarded with your energy. And I think that's because you would like a little more reciprocity with people. Sometimes I feel like you overgive, and then when you overgive, then that other person doesn't give back to you equally. These two people don't look like, they're having much conversation. It looks like she's standing there waiting and he's, kind of over here not paying any attention. So I feel like getting grounded and balanced is going to help because, this is about balance. This definitely feels about balance. And this is, for me, is about changing your focus. And with this card, I feel like she is like joyfully happy. I know it's the Hierophant card, but in this deck, she, if you look at her, she's like so joyfully happy. So I feel like the more time that you spend in this energy, the more that you're going to be in the lighter energy versus this deep, dark energy. I feel like it's maybe, it's either definitely one way or another, and there's no balance in between. That moon is that shadow, definitely Chiron energy with the moon. I will just say, that is part of our shadow. So I feel like people see you sometimes as very guarded. You are very welcome. I guess I must have a message for you then, Sherry Lee. So I'm going to go for you right now. everything for a reason and in the right time, I hear, So we are just going to get a general for you, Sherry. What do you need to know right now? Sherry, I would say you're definitely being divinely guided. We get the Star and the Magician. So we get the Magician, the Wheel, the Seven of Wands, and the Star, and the Hierophant on the bottom. So 4 out of 5 cards are the Hierophant, and the card that's not is the Seven of Wands, which is about boundaries. So, and it's funny because the way it said boundaries, just like make sure you're having boundaries. As you do, you're going to be able to manifest anything you want. I think it's going to allow you to have all that happiness you want. It's going to really turn the cycle on your manifesting. By having some boundaries, protecting your energy, make sure that, nobody's projecting any negative energy at you. So definitely boundaries. And I'm inclined to tell you about the manifesting because the Magician and turning the wheel. And doing some of that healing work. Earlier, I was just telling Dave, and I've already mentioned it on here, that my guides were telling me, Celia, as she's tapping me on the back of the head, Celia was telling me to tell Dave, I got my book out of how I manifested. And the thing that seemed really important, the most important was the why. Why do you want it? So I feel like that's what it's telling you, once you figure out how to manifest through, that why, using your heart space, you're going to be able to manifest anything you want. Because 4 out of 5 are majors. So super divinely guided for you, Sherry Lee. So I hope that helps. We are next going to go to Kashna. We will get you next. So you can get a question or just a general. Just let us know what you would like. You are very welcome. You are very welcome, Sherry Lee. Thanks for always, joining and supporting the channel. Naveen's feelings for me. Hi, Petra. How are you? Where are you from? And the card we get is the Judgment card and the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So, that Ace of Pentacles is, in the physical. And then we get, the Judgment card and, that Ten of Pentacles. So sometimes I feel like this can be tied to family karma, that, something has to be healed before you can bring that new thing in. So I would look at, your family karma with relationships, and with money, because, with that Ten of Pentacles is, family and money for me. So I would say, it's telling you to take a higher, deeper look at that. And that can really bring new things in for the future with that relationship. So I speak my truth. How are you? The UK, Petra, nice. I speak my truth. If you'd like, we can do your question next. JP's next actions towards me. Okay. You're going to switch and get apparently a drink. And I hear my wind chimes blowing out there, which is normally a sign of my mom. So, you are very welcome. And guidance where I speak my truth. So far we've got 3, so we will see what they are. The first one is new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Then we have the retreat card. And then we have the true love card. And then the bottom of the deck is separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon with the make the effort card. I know. Sometimes everything for a reason. And maybe the separation is that person coming back around. So if it is your true love. So you told me to pull some tarot. I speak my truth if that's what you really want to manifest. Tell the universe if it's meant for you to make it easy. And then just release control of it. If not, it looks like something really good's on the horizon for you. If you let that go, I feel. I would look at your past patterns in love. And I would look at where your Chiron is. I know healing my Chiron is what really helped bring Dave and I together. So look where your Chiron is. Because if this person is meant to be your person, the energy will come back. You can, bring it back around. But look where your Chiron is. Because literally as soon as I started healing my Chiron, I brought Dave in. Like just a couple of months after I took the class and really started knowing of that. I speak my truth. I have an idea. Talk as if he's already back. Send text back and forth to yourself, write that love letter. But the more you focus on that you're trying to bring him back, I can bring him back, then you're focusing on him not being there instead of, he is back, and so you tell me to tell you to try a focus wheel. You can get an example off Google. So do a focus wheel. I really changed my energy when I was ready to, finally make that commitment. Literally within a week of doing that, I met Dave. So she's telling me, tell you to, find Abraham and do, find the examples of a focus wheel and do that. Because then you can pull that energy kind of back around. You are very welcome. We are going to see who else is in the participants list. Anyone watching that's not subscribed, if you subscribe, you get on the list, and my guy calls whoever she is just called towards. So we just do that. So Petra, we're going to call on you next. You can post your question, or we can just do general, whatever you would like. I would like to thank everyone for joining. So you felt like Petra was still here? So, oh yes, thank you, General. Absolutely, Petra. And the bottom of the deck is animal totem. So your spirit animals could be talking to you. I know I get blue jays. Dave gets crows. So I feel like whatever animal you're really drawn to, your spirit animal, they're trying to send you some kind of messages. We get the angel of the 7 chakras, power, truth, and connection. So make sure you're being very balanced and grounded. So very important. Yeah, make sure I hear very grounded. So make sure you're getting grounded. Then you get the family tree card, which is expansion and legacy, and then current of emotions, which is uncontrolled feelings. So I feel like you need to balance your energy, especially if there's something going on with your family. Make sure you're balancing that energy. I'm hearing. I'm trying to get my husband to post he does sound therapy, so we're trying to get him to work on that a little bit. So because he has done so much work with my chakras, it's amazing. Um, he is a very blessed healer. So Petra, we get the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So those are both strong masculine energies. And then we get the Page of Swords, and sometimes he's very quiet. So, and then we get the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom, which is usually the single card. But my guides tell me make sure you're being balanced. Sometimes when we're single for a long time and we're taking care, or even not for a long time, but sometimes when you're single, you have to kind of do things, of the masculine and the feminine energy. And sometimes if both people are kind of being a little bit in that masculine energy, it's going to mess the communication all up. So I feel like that's what's saying, about being balanced. I would check the relationships of your family history to just see if there's been a balance, a thing about balance within the relationships of that. I know I previously, was single for several years, so I had, developed a little more of that masculine energy because I was, a single female, and I was, had my daughter. And so with that, we develop a little more of that energy. So I really have to make sure I'm staying in my feminine energy. If I'm not in my feminine energy, that puts me in my masculine. And, if I'm in my masculine, that makes Dave, have to be in the feminine. Dave doesn't like that. I don't like it. So I feel like it's saying, be balanced, either between your emotions and your physical, or between your I feel like it's your masculine energy. Sometimes, we have to be in that masculine and we don't even realize that we're in that. And when you're in that masculine energy, it makes that other person not be able to. Are you having sadness about your dog? A lot of times people come back and they're dogs. So Dave said his dad's going to come back as a dog. So we'll see. I'm glad that makes sense, Petra, because normally, honestly, after I get done with channeling whatever Celia's messages, it's gone from my head and I don't usually remember. So I am glad that made sense to you. I would like to thank everybody for liking and subscribing. Oh, yeah, definitely. And I was just listening to something last night with Dave talking about, the loyalty of, dogs, and, how that is. Oh, no. Vita, how are you? Do you have a question, or would you just like a general? You are very welcome, Petra. Thank you for subscribing and liking the video. Will Sunny still contact me this month? Guidance for Vita. We get the Two of Pentacles. I feel like sometimes, for me, that Two of Pentacles, is making a decision, but sometimes it's wishy-washy. Yeah, I feel wishy-washy. I feel like, is that energy kind of in and out? I feel like maybe not. I see Earth energy, so I feel like maybe not till Capricorn season. But I feel like maybe, that up and down. So I don't feel like necessarily this month. I feel like, more Capricorn energy, seeing that, Queen of Pentacles there. Then we will go to Smitry, do you have a question or would you like a general? And for anyone that's watching that's not subscribed, if you subscribe, you go in the chat and then my guide calls from the list of participants in the chat to who she reads. So actually, I think maybe everyone. Yeah, so. You are very welcome. Hi, Danny. Absolutely. Do you want a general or do you have a question? What would you like? Paul's feelings towards me. Yes, Symmetry. You get the Page of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. I feel like there's going to be some communication in the physical. I feel like that cycle's turning with that world, So, but the page is communication in the physical. And, I feel like the King of Wands is very passionate energy, and I feel like it's going to come forward with that, an offer of, that's going to maybe, she says, that wheel or that world looks like, a ring. It's a circle. You just have to be, patient and willing to, make sure you're doing the work to move that energy forward. All that's about our healing energy. And then we, because I feel like you can definitely manifest a brand new cycle. It's just going to, take a little time for you to do. I feel like you have to do a little bit of energy clearing to be able to manifest that back around. If there was any kind of sneaky behavior in the past that you're still holding on to, whoever left, there's still definitely some kind of energy that's being held on to. But once it does, that's movement forward in the physical for sure. So then we're going to get Danny. What is coming financially for me in November? Hi, Jocelyn. How are you doing? Where are you from? Well, Danny, you get the Seven of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Wands, which is a new opportunity. We get the Moon, the Nine of Cups, the Chariot, and the Seven of Wands. Danny, I feel like this could be something really, a new opportunity for you. Are you looking for a new job? I feel like there could be a new offer coming in. I feel like if you've been focused on, what are you going to do? And, doing it from a lack mindset, it's going to slow things down because it looks like, there's going to be an offer that could be really good. Yes, really good. Follow your heart, Danny. Because we get the Page of Cups, and I feel like his heart's really expanding. And then the last two cards are the Page of Wands and the Chariot there, which is a brand new opportunity to go forward. I feel like as soon as you get balanced and grounded and are having boundaries, you're going to get that opportunity. Danny, are you looking for a new job? Are you looking for something different? Danny, I have a thought. I'm going to send you a private message. I feel like something really is going to move forward really quickly. Right about that dream job, but I have a great idea. So, you never know. So we are going to move on. Hi, Jay. How are you? Where are you from? Yeah, Danny, I have an idea. Let me talk to Dave. So, yeah, okay. I am actually going to take a step back for just 1 minute. So everyone can just hold tight. I will be right back. So just go ahead and chat. Everyone say where you're from. And then Soyu's going to come back and call. Okay, I'm back. So you wouldn't stop, Danny, till I literally went and talked to Dave. So, yeah, I think I'll send you an email in a little while. New idea, Danny. Something that can end this. Yeah, I feel like I got a great idea. Celia's not going to stop. So, we will see who's in the chat, and so you will call someone from there. So Jay, will get you next. You can just let me see if you have your question there. Hi, SK. How are you? Am I the right person for him? No. Okay, Jay, we will get a card for you and see. Guidance for Jay. Jay, we get the Death card, and then we get the Ten of Cups. So I feel like maybe it's just a transformation going on, but I feel like this dark night of the soul. Still, you saying? I feel like he could be having some dark night of the soul, but then we have the Ten of Cups, which is pretty happy there. I feel like it's just don't let the mind chatter get to you. Have the clarity to know. I feel like it's really dark night of the soul stuff going on. Because then the sun's shining. So I would say yes, you are. Just be patient. I feel like you probably both have to do some healing, and as you do that healing, things will come around for you. So, and we will just go from there. And we will see. Jocelyn, we will get your question next. You can just put it in the chat, please, and we will pull cards for you next. Everyone is having a great day. Jocelyn, what good things are coming to me next in my life? Okay. Yes, Priyanka, much need. We are greatly appreciative of all of your help for us. Jocelyn, next we get the Knight of Wands, which, she looks like she's having a good time. And then we get the Empress, and then we get the Fool. So it looks like you can pretty much create anything you would like. Fill in this happy space and then decide what do you want to manifest. We are coming into the Taurus new moon or full moon, and that is, Taurus is all about what do you value. So just know that. Really focus on what you're valuing and what's important to you, and you can really manifest, I feel like, so much with that Empress energy. I feel like that's definitely that Taurus full moon. I'll say several years ago, I had this pyramid made for me. It was poured on the Taurus full moon. And I love it. It's from Wing and Bell. I follow them on Instagram, but they do magnificent work. I had also got I initially got this one from them. I had saw it on my Instagram and I literally fell in love. I had to have it. It has a Lemurian crystal in it. But as soon as I saw it, I had to have it. I'm not always a shopper like that, but on that I just had to. So yeah. Yeah, so you just want to share that apparently. So really strong energy with this coming full moon. This coming full moon is also a full solar or lunar eclipse as well. So very powerful energy right now. Things, are probably, coming in and out of your lives because, we are in eclipse season. Yes, my guide is very specific about people being respectful. If you spam the chat, she will definitely not answer you. She is about reciprocity. We're given our time, and everybody else here is being, really nice and respectful, and we ask that, everyone do that, or the moderators will time you out or remove you. So if you want to just, say where you're from, we are always, excited to hear where everyone's from. But yeah. Wing and Bell. They make so many beautiful things. I don't look because I would just be shopping all the time. But so beautiful. But they do custom pieces, or they just have other things made, but you can literally, she, made that for me. I kind of gave her creative control, and she, put, all the things, the citrine is, to balance, to manifest abundance. She's got the malachite in there. She's got some snowflake obsidian in there, some carnelian, for all the grounding and the copper. So, it's just really, it was special for me. There's not another one like it. So just, yeah. You are welcome. We are going to look in the participant list and call anyone that hasn't subscribed. If you subscribe, you go on the list, and my guide just calls from the participant list, and we answer and go from there. Paul P, we will get you next, or Corral. Sorry, I guess I don't have my glasses on. We're trying it a new way. And then Dorothy Collins will get you. But for anyone that... Oh, yes, I really just love their stuff. So, hey, Dave, there's an idea for Christmas for me. I haven't given him any hits yet, so that would be the first thing that I really am, yeah. And we can do a general, or if you have a specific question, we can answer the question. So I think it was Pearl and Dorothy. Oh no. Now I did it. Well, hi, Dorothy. You can post your question, or you can just ask for a general. SK, my guy just calls whoever she wants to speak to, and I kind of just let her do that. So it's literally where my guide's called. Well, Dorothy, we get the 10 of coins, so the 10 of pentacles. That's really good energy. And then I see the 5 of swords underneath that. Sometimes the 5 of swords in the decks, give me different feelings. In this one, it's about, oh, I take it back. It's the 3 of swords. It was hiding underneath there. So I feel like you have to do some heart healing, which is part of your spiritual path. The 8 of cups there on the bottom. And it's going to bring you, that, happy, I hear happy wife, happy life. So, that family that you're, and the abundance that you're seeking. So sometimes, we just have to walk that spiritual path, to, step into that Queen of Pentacles energy. That is the mom, the wife, and And the happiness card. But I feel like you have to do a little bit of healing. That's part of your spiritual journey. Dorothy, I would say look where your Chiron is. You know, it is the key sign on your chart, and it is, kind of the key to the healing. I found that healing my Chirons really pushed me forward in my spiritual path. And it doesn't look like Perul answered. So SK will get your question next. No problem. Thank you. Oh, I'll just keep it. I still got just a tiny bit. Thank you. Dave brought me some more tea. He's the best. Always taking good care of me. You are very welcome. What are the heartkiest feelings for me? Dorothy, if you are holding on to any relationship stuff, it could really be blocking anything in the future. So anything that in the past that's caused you heartache, I feel like it's wanting you to take a deeper look at it. Maybe your relationship cycles and patterns. So apparently, so you had just a little bit more for you. And then you get the Full card, and you get the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So communication. I feel like this is good. You're going to have a new opportunity here. I feel like there's going to be communication that happens, really quickly. The King of Swords is sometimes quiet, withdrawn, definitely not in his feelings. But I feel like, this is saying there is an opportunity for, that happiness that you're seeking. The Ten of Cups is definitely, and this Ten of Cups almost makes me feel like the Ten of Pentacles, because it looks like, the happy home, the happy everything. So I feel like it's just about, I feel like he may be working on spiritual path stuff, dark night of the soul stuff. And as he has to make that choice to do the healing work. And until, the healing work gets done, we kind of tend to still be at, locked on forward movement. But the 10 is the end of the path. And then we have the Judgment card. And, after the Judgment card, we have the World and then the Fool. So a brand new cycle. So I feel like some healing's going to get done. And then there's going to be really quick communication. And that's going to bring a brand new opportunity right back around. I think it's just going to take a little bit of time. Yeah. And so, you're talking daily. Oh, yeah, that's that lots of communication. But the Ten of Cups, that looks definite, beautiful, potential future energy. So make sure you're just, staying in that high vibe energy. But definitely, we're always doing that healing work too. So we will get Anjali next. And then Samra. How does that work with that Scorpio Sag stuff? Those Scorpios, they tend to, I know my daughter's a Scorpio and she's very pulled back on her energy. If we didn't have the same moon sign, I don't know. But since we do, we're like super duper connected. So, I'm just wanting to know about a job, a government job in 2023. Oh, that's so much water energy there. Oh, Horizons Pisces. Oh, the Pisces with the Scorpio. Oh, okay. We get the Palace of Cups, the Emperor, and the Page of Cups. So I feel like that energy is saying, you know, the Emperor energy is April, into March, April. So I feel like it could be, but I feel like, this person's just kind of underwater. I feel like maybe it's wanting you to focus on your emotions. Because we also get the Page of Cups here. So I feel like what are your emotions about getting this job? So he says to think about, why do you want the job? And if you're really, if you're doing it because you want to support your family and take care of your family, tell the universe, if I meant to have this job, because I want it to help my family. Because I feel like that why is very important. If you just want it because if you don't know the why, I feel like that slows everything down. Yeah, she's saying, focus on, because I understand because you're jobless, but sometimes when you're focusing on not having that job, it makes you not have it. So Celia's guiding me to say, write down a list of the things you would like to manifest in that job. Write down your dream job. Why do you want it? And then if you can just move that energy a slight bit in the other direction, maybe take a job that's not as. Pearl, I only answer questions when someone's in the chat, and if Celia calls on you and you do not reply, she just goes on. So that's what we did. Sorry. So I'm going to see what you can do. She wants to give you some extra guidance. Yeah, she's saying maybe do a different job, something just to get the money flowing. And as you do that, it can really open up that other opportunity easier. Yeah, something definitely. I feel like you maybe get woken up in the middle of the night because we get the Nine of Swords and the Hermit. So just know that what is going on is part of your divine path. I'm also guided to tell you, look at the Chiron symbol in your chart and see where that is, because that Chiron's something we need to heal. And as you heal that, you can really open up so much for yourself. So I'm really guided to, share that message about Chiron. But yeah, she says if you can maybe just get some other kind of job it can really help push, once you get out of that Five of Pentacles mindset, it's easier to bring stuff in. Hi, Jonna. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. The cards that came out are the High Priestess, which, sometimes that High Priestess isn't talking. She's just listening. And sometimes that's because this Nine of Cups. Sometimes Nine of Cups is because overindulgence. And then we also get, the Hermit card here on the bottom, which is, also about energy being by itself. And the Nine of Swords. So that is two nines, which is the end of a cycle. And then you have, this energy, which is, the High Priestess and the Hermit, which are both very spiritually powerful. But I feel like maybe neither one of you are doing that spiritual work, which is kind of making there be no talk. Because, these two people are not talking to each other. They're both kind of, just... I'm guided to say, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? We can make a choice a lot of times. So, yeah, you just have to decide if you want to be right or if you want to be happy. So yeah, I feel like there's some work that needs to be done spiritually to heal something before that's going to come back together. So if you guys have previous energy in the past, which I feel you do, if there's some hurt from that, until that hurt is fixed, it's nothing can really go forward. Jonna, I hope that helps. And we will go back to the chat list. And I will just say, for anyone that's watching that's not subscribed, if you subscribe, it puts you on the list to get a reading. We just call whoever my guide is called to. And actually, I've been on an hour and 46 minutes. So Celia and I are going to take a break. She prefers to do it this way. It allows the energy exchange to be a little more even. So I would just like to thank everyone for watching today. If you do subscribe, I do daily tarot at 11 and pull cards. And we're going to start doing a few more in the evening. And just see what time's working good for me. And I hope everyone has a good afternoon or evening wherever you are. And I will be back on tomorrow. Bye.